What up? What up? It's Conscious Justin. First, man, I really hope that you guys are taking care of yourself. You know, getting that motherfucking sun. You feel me? It's cold as the bitch out right now, but it's alright. Canada, like getting that motherfucking sun. You feel me? Like eat well. You feel me? Learn how to fast. Like meditate. I hope y'all taking care of yourself. For real. Cause what I wanted to come with, let me adjust this motherfucker. What I wanted to come with was a little serious. You know, I have everything here just in case I lose my mind or some shit, right? Now, before this, I want to say that speaking this language, the vibrations from this language is spiritually low. So from now on, I'm only gonna speak if I need to, or if I do a video. Like no cap. Everything else is kept in me. Everything else. Now, another thing y'all need before we start is that a lot of things that you guys thought were just fallacy, I thought were just like fallacy. I don't even know if that's the right word. I could be so wrong right now. A lot of the things that I thought were lies, all things that you thought were lies, were actually very much truths, right? And they correspond with how we maneuver today, identically. Now, I gotta do a video on the earth chakras in history, so you guys understand the deeperness of this, okay? But let me give you a few, boom. In the Western society, we are living at the lowest chakra, because the earth has chakras too. Search it up, you can Google this. Earth has chakras too, right? Now, where the root chakra is and where hell is, right? Because the root chakra is your lowest part of state, okay? People, listen, I want to do just normal talks, but every time I try and talk, a bee gets in my way. So, right now, in the West, we live in the root chakra. This will be probably an edited video, but nothing's really edited. I'm just editing out clips that, I'm fucking up on. But we live in the root chakra. So everyone here is governed by the lowest state of self. You know what I mean? Like, and if you look at it, look what we have. Fake food, we have sex pushed every day, we have greed for people, pride for people. And that takes me to the topic of today's talk, and it's the 7 deadly sins, because people thought they were just fake. I thought they were just fake. But they're very much real, and we do it every day without even knowing. And you wouldn't know unless you know how your ancestors lived. Oh my God. Like, what the fuck? Okay, so I had to finish the video inside, but we want to talk about the 7 deadly sins, okay, and how they are correspondingly in affecting with how we live today. Still true. People don't think they're real, right? They've been on my mind for like years, because I just thought, deadly? How? Like, and I thought to myself, I don't even do it onto the extent where it would become a deadly sin, right? But then you take back how we used to live and take back now, and we do it more than enough. Alright? Now, this came and people made this list. Well, if you search it up, you'll find out that it's made in AD 590. After damnation, 590. So it's made by the Catholic Church. Okay? And now what you also need to know is back then, their philosophers and scholars got their information from an ancient Egyptian empire called Kemet. Then the Black. And so I this is just speculation. But it won't hurt for me to assume that this they got from them and just made it in a way that they'd understand. And use this to further take over the world and have it as we see today. Okay? Now the first one is greed. You might not think that you're greedy. Right? Greedy is just like wanting too much. Greedy is just being like, too indulgent. Like if you get 1 million, you want 2 million. If you get the success, you want more success. You always want more. You always want more. You always want more. You're never happy. You're never satisfied. This is sin. Greed. You're being greedy. And now, how they used to work before any of this. Alright? This isn't that long ago. Okay? Before it used to work before any of this. Since they based everything off a spiritual journey, when you focused on that since a kid, greed and wanting too much, you realize that you have everything that you need. The sun and nature, that's all. That's all you need. I mean, this earth has everything for you. I mean, under the ground there's gold, diamonds, and everything. This world has everything that we need to survive and build. But y'all want more and more and more and more and more and more and more. Let me say something. If you're a millionaire, billionaire, and your kids is gonna lose value of big things, then their kids will lose value, and their kids will lose value, and it makes them more susceptible to greed, wrath, envy, pride, lust, gluttony, and sloth. These 7 sins. You see, because no one teaches spirituality, so you can run up all these bills. But it never makes you happy. Then what are you doing, bud? I'm speaking the truth. So, greed, they didn't, back then, they had everything they needed, and if they built something, it was to further their community. They didn't build it for themselves, They didn't build it They didn't build it for themselves. They didn't build it to show that, we can do this. It was to better their community and better the vibration of the planet. The fucking pyramids are just big vaginas. You know what I mean? And what is that? It holds energy and creates new life. Inside the pyramids, that's where people did all sorts of manifesting energy, just bare practices. And then you can even see the sun will rise at the top of the pyramid. They give the symbolization of from the womb, which a pyramid just is, the sun comes. The difference between now and then is the undertone behind everything. And that's what matters, the vibration behind everything. Shit, I can build a school and I can say it's for good. But if I know in my heart that it's not, and these kids are just gonna be trapped more, and I'm just gonna get the money from it, I'm being greedy now. People don't even see it. Next one is wrath and anger. Alright? So wrath and anger, that's basically what's gonna keep you at your lower self. That's very important. If you have wrath, wrath is like a spectrum from serial killer to harbinger. What I mean is from actor to holder. From making the scenes to holding the camera. You know what I mean? If you have wrath and you act on it, of course, right? You're not supposed to be feeling that vibration anyways. The fact that you're feeling that vibration is directly from where we live at, and it's in the root chakra. You know, geologically and mentally. You know, and anger. If you have anger in your heart, you can't ascend. If you have anger in your heart, you can't ascend. And I ain't talking about going to heaven. I mean spiritually. Who do you hate? Why do you hate them? Oh, it could be some serious reasons, but get over it. I hate to sound like that blunt, like I don't care, but get over it. You can't have that in your heart, because anger in your heart will manifest bad scenarios. So you're always just gonna stay angry. No matter if something good comes along, you're just gonna look for the bad part. Why are you angry? You know? And they made these 7 deadly sins, and they did all this shit, and people forgot about them. And now we're living in every single one. People are just angry and confused all the time. All the time. And just greedy. You know? And brings me to the next one, they envy. Let me just say jealousy. Jealousy, okay, comes from the fact that you are not conscious enough to realize that you're more than your body. Alright, so, boom. Me, I understand that I'm a spirit within the body, having a human experience, trying to better the vibration of the planet. Okay? But some people just see themselves as a body. Like, you come in this world and you see yourself as a body, and I don't blame you. Like, bro, like, who else are you supposed to see? Who else are you supposed to see? So I don't blame you. I don't. Change your thought process, though, because it's not correct. Okay? When you envy, you look at someone else's body and look at their attributes and compare it to yours. Now you're envious. And that's not how it was supposed to be made at all. You're not supposed to envy people. You're supposed to understand that spiritually, if someone needs all that, then they're just spiritually broken for a minute. If you knew all that, you're just spiritually broken for a minute. You know? Like, you're not supposed to envy. You're supposed to help and be like, yo, congratulations that your body achieved this. And I hope that you're spiritually enlightened and happy as well. I say, everything on this thing is to do with spirituality. It's nothing physical. When you feel it spiritually, then it will manifest to a physical thing. Everything happens on the spirit realm before it even touches there. You know what I mean? If you're jealous, change your understanding. If you envy, change your understanding. Like, look at it for what it is. Say, you're with your girl, right? And now, someone else is buying their girl all this shit, and you can't do shit for your girl, right? Shit, probably bought her like a sweater and some food, and now she has to pay for gas on the way home. That's how it is sometimes. Now you're looking at someone else who's just paying for everything and acts like he got it, and you're like, shit. Maybe if they were with someone like that, they'd be happier. And now you feel bad for yourself, and now you start to now you start to envy them. What are you doing, bud? Maybe you got to 2 different points in your life right now. Why are you being jealous? Alright? Maybe he's doing all this and he doesn't even have it. Or she doesn't even have it. And now you're jealous. People always look at the external, never go internal and actually see what's happening. And now you get jealous. See, they made this and planned that you guys wouldn't wake up. and that you guys live by this. I'm here to don't. If you get jealous, look at the situation for what it is, and I bet you won't be anymore. Like, give an instance. I used to get jealous of people who'd always be able to go out and buy food, and I'd just be hungry as shit, right? Understanding of the time, right? My body can't do what my body wants to do, and I just thought it was a body, right? And I was feeling like shit, like most of the time. Now here, do I still have the money to do it? Undisclosed, right? But if I can't do it, I'm not. Cheese. I realized they're in a different situation than I am, financially. And half this food is fucking you. I gotta make a food video. Enviness is probably, like, in my opinion, one of the most dumbest things. Who do you have to envy? Who do you have to envy? Who do you have to think that just someone has it better than you when we're all in the same shit, bro? I don't care if you have $1 billion or zero, we're all in the same shit. Alright? It's a fact. Now, pride, people say, is the worst one. I might believe it. Pride is all about seeing with your body and what you have and what can make you better. Like, oh, it's not what you're supposed to do. Make yourself better. It's a difference. I'm talking about the vibration underneath. Pride is being like, right? Pride is being like, oh, I got this. Like, just, you're all you. Y'all just so self-centered. I'm not saying you gotta have a little pride, but when you come into this spiritual journey, you realize how to control that little pride that you have so it doesn't control you. Pride and your ego go hand in hand. If you have a big ego, you have a big pride, and you can't put it down. That's why street niggas can't do shit. You feel me? They get caught, and their pride gets in the way. They think of, oh shit, like, what are other people gonna say about me? You feel me? Now their ego and their pride go co-hand together. What are people gonna think about me? How am I gonna feel about myself? You feel me? When in reality, they have a daughter and a whole family on the outside for them, and they shouldn't even done that shit. But the pride and ego got in the way. Your pride / ego will be the thing to hold you down if you can't get a grips of it. That's facts. I'm not capping. That's facts. You can't be very prideful and then have, like, humility and be humble. No, you can be both. I can have pride, know I'm solidified in who I am, and still be humble around me, and still make the right decisions. If you have too much pride, then you just move off of what people think you're gonna do and what's gonna make you better in everyone else's eyes. Because your pride and ego, that's what they want. To be better in everyone else's eyes. They don't give a fuck about you. Like, wake up and realize this shit, bro. People be prideful every day. People, like, okay, let's take a big example. The United States. Their pride lets them take over other countries. And this goes for the United States, probably communist China, or big countries. Take over other countries. Now think of it. United States, the UK, Israel, all in Africa right now, just doing some fuck shit you don't even know about. Proudly. Because they're proud of that. I'm such a big country. I can take over whatever I want. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Without regards to how they feel inside. And inside is symbolic to the people. Right? They'll do this shit regardless of how the people will feel. You'll do some shit regardless of how you feel inside. because your pride. You know? The next one we gotta talk about is lust. Now, lust and gluttony, they might be the same, but they're very different. Okay? Like, lust, you have to learn how to keep your energy, your sexual energy, together. Right? You gotta learn how to not have to bust every single day, jerk, like, do all that weird shit. Don't you know when you do that, like, half the time you're just looking at yourself stroking, you're busting to yourself, my nigga. I don't care if it's porn on, you're busting to yourself, my nigga. You're looking at yourself. That's weird. It's a little bit, right? But lust, control it. Alright, there's something called semen retention. You gotta hold it up, hold your energy. Push your energy to the fucking back of your spine and open up your pineal gland. That's what it's there for. Your energy and the sun, that together, fills up your belly too. Have you ever busted and got instantly hungry after? Like, bro, you gotta understand the shit and the spiritualness behind it, because that's spiritually, you have the spiritual side, then from the spiritual side, then you have science. Alright? We got this body, then we got our ethereal, our biological field. You got the spiritual side, then you have science. Okay? And everything, science, comes from the spirituality side. Hold your nut. Get the energy in you. Some people might not feel it, and if you don't feel it, then but hold your nut, because you will feel something. Right? Hold your nut. Meditate while you do it. Because if you don't, then you'll just be thinking, oh God, I want to bust. 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 You won't be able to put that energy towards what you have to put it towards. Alright? You won't be able to. Like, because the thoughts will just be in your mind. You won't know how to quiet them. You won't know how to quiet them. You know, if you can without it, perfect. Get on the train and stop busting like that much. Hold your shit. Because once you hold your shit, then you realize how big everything else is, how amazing everything else is. Right? The energy that you have, you don't have to look for anything. You'll be able to manifest it. If you want a girl or a boy, yo, don't look for it. Hold your energy. They'll come to you. People will be attracted to the energy that you give off. Period. You don't have to change anything about yourself. Hold your nut and you evolve yourself. Right? And lust, if you're always just boom, 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 you have no energy. Right? And sex is such a deep thing. Sex is just spiritual. Period. Yeah, you feel good, but it's like meditating spiritual. Like, I feel good doing it, so I do it all the time. Like that. Like, sex is spiritual. When you do that action with somebody, you're exchanging DNA, you're exchanging vibrations, spirit. Like, someone has a bad energy and you have sex with them, you'll have that bad energy. No cap. Someone has good energy and you have sex with them, you get that good energy. It's all spiritual energy tied. So a lot of y'all just go around just busting without with no rubbish tune. What do you mean? I know the life, but what are you doing? Right? Like, you're just getting all these energies and all these vibrations, and it's fucking with you. Why do you think people who have bare streaks say, yo, I just gotta stop, I can't even do it no more? And stop. The energy that they have, they can't explain it, but I'll tell you what it is. The energy that they have is bad. And you gotta stop, you gotta clean it up before they lose what bit of consciousness they have. That's on God. Now gluttony. You know, Sorry, I just got interrupted. Look, as I was saying, gluttony, that can include like drugs, alcohol, food, whatever. Indulgent of too much. Now, our ancestors, just like the sun, ate alkaline-based diets, which is just electrical energy that will give you energy to thrive on this physical plane and the spiritual plane. You know, it feeds both parts of reality. Now, you be like 6 times a day, don't you? Well, 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day. Whenever you get hungry, that's when you eat, right? That's when I used to eat too. Like, guys, I'm not trying to talk down. I'm not even trying to make it like, I'm really just trying to enlighten. Like, you shouldn't be eating all that times a day. Your body doesn't need to. You will eat and be full, and then your body sends a signal to your brain, right, saying that it's hungry again, and you listen to that because your body controls how you function, right? Your heart and your brain controls, right? Your heart will send signals to you. Your brain, the thoughts for that will project how you feel, right? Like, your brain and your body will vibrate on 2 different things. If you astral project, your body's still breathing. It's a whole entity, okay? In your stomach, you have brain cell DNA, brain cells, like literally in your stomach. Do the research. Your body thinks for itself and your mind thinks for itself. You gotta learn how to put them together. Like, if your body is like, yo, like, you always feed it, and no, you kind of want to back up now. And it's time where you're supposed to feed it, your body will 100% just be like, yo, let's muck. Right? And it'll send signals to your body and senses, yeah, it's uncomfortable. You eat. But no, you're supposed to learn how to chill and not have to do that anytime. Look at the sun, drink water, like, eat healthy. You're not supposed to eat like 3, 4 times a day. You're just not. And yeah, it's like pushed to where that's the normal. But the fact that it's normal like really lets you guys know that we're living in the backwards. Like, we're living backwards. This is all evil. And the shit that you're eating from the fast foods and shit, don't you know that should be kids, man? That should be kids, man. Y'all just eating it. And on the side of that, partaking in drugs and alcohol on a greater scale that was ever meant to be. Every single day drinking. Every single day you gotta, smoke back a couple grams. Chill. Because it's okay. The only thing will be hard to do is in your mind, which if you meditate, you can control. Will I roll up? Oh, yeah. But it's different because I want to. There's a difference between want and need. And you'll say that you want to just because you need it. Once you understand the difference for yourself, then you can actually make the decisions further. It'll be better. We're indulging in all these bad things, and it's not good for our body or our biofield. I can see your aura. It's not good. You gotta change it. Because with the change that's going on the planet, if you study astrology, you can even fucking see it. With the change that's going on with the planet, the sun's getting hotter. Bro, by the end of this year, if I fall off the wagon and I come back to a low vibration, my melanin becomes toxic, and I won't be able to survive what's gonna happen. No, I'm melanated saying that. And I take care of myself saying that. What's gonna be for y'all? Like, and here's one of the ones that is the most common. And it goes exactly with what I'm saying. Sloth. You can call it viitis. When you eat that bad shit, when you, like, you don't understand, when you eat that, they all go co together. Like, when you eat that bad shit, and you're always busting, have no energy, when you're angry, when you just want too much, sometimes you're spiritually lazy and sloth. Spiritually lazy. You can be doing the most. You could have $1 billion, but you're spiritually lazy. You're not doing shit. You're not trying to better yourself inside. You know? Like, fuck around, pack on a blunt, play some 2K. Doing fucking nothing. I don't care if you have some M's in your bank account. Doing nothing. Meditate or some shit. Or waking up the world or some shit. You know, when you become spiritual, you realize how big of a problem sloth is, because you'll be like, what the fuck am I doing? Am I just chilling? Am I just chilling? That's exactly what you're doing. You gotta change it up, bro. You gotta change it up, because if you're spiritually lazy, you'll be physically lazy. And now I'm not talking about like financials and nothing, because like we understand this matrix too easy to make banking. Like, you'll be physically lazy. What I mean is you'll slack on the important things about life. If you have a family and you're spiritually lazy, you won't put as much time into your family as you can. If you have a girlfriend and you're spiritually lazy, same shit. Like, if you have any responsibilities and you're spiritually lazy, you won't put in forth the effort that you need to. And that's all facts. So now you have greed, wrath, envy, pride, lust, gluttony, and sloth. 7 sins that all reside in the root chakra. Because you can't be angry and get past it. You can't be looking at other people for what they have and be jealous, you know, and raise your vibration. You can't be greedy and want everything in the world and raise your vibration. You can't think that you're better than everybody on this fucking planet and raise your vibration. You can't be busting all the time and raise your vibration. You can't be indulging in bad, unhealthy food and unhealthy antics and drinking and drugs and raise your vibration. You can't be fucking lazy and raise your vibration. Don't you see how they got us all twisted thinking that this shit's normal? You know, everyone lives by these rules now. Thinking that, oh, I'm not doing it bad enough to actually cause the sin. But look where we started and look how now, like, bro, if this isn't straight just like shitting on your spirituality, I don't know what it is. Now, you gave all these like dangers and shit. How do we solve them? Catholic Church also came out with something called the 7 virtues: humility, charity, chastity, gratitude, temperance, patience, and diligence. Spiritual. Raise your vibration. Have humility to know that you're not better than everyone. You know, be humble. Have the charity to be able to give and not always want. You know, chastity, yo, hold that shit, bro. Hold it. It's okay. This shit's hard until you start doing it. Gratitude, be thankful for fucking everything and be thankful for the people who aren't thankful. When you see someone just taking advantage of everything, saying to your mind, yo, I'm thankful that in their perspective, they're good. I'm thankful. Temperance, control your attitude. My nigga, control your attitude. Don't get too angry. You know, patience, be okay to wait. This is literally what it says in diligence. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. All this shit corresponds with your 7 chakras, 7 deadly sins, 7 virtues. Okay? And all this shit corresponds with how we're living today. Now, it's hard to make the change, but I know it's on the way. I know that won't start today, or yesterday. But shit, maybe Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, you gotta see some change. You gotta feel away. You can't always just feel pain. You can't. It's tough. All those 7 sins lead to the 8th sin. And that's just depression. And non-ascension and being spiritually sad. I don't want that. I don't want that at all. Not for anyone who's watching this, not for anyone who's trying to better their journey. Change your viewpoint, change your life, bro. Wake up, it's time.